We have at Powerhouse Fitness, we have 2 locations. We just started last year. We had our grand opening year anniversary a couple weeks ago. So we're celebrating that. Obviously, rowing has been around since the 1800s. The British, invented it. It's the oldest sport, NCAA sport in America, which people don't realize. It's one of the most people used to bet on rowing and horse racing. Those are the 2 most popular sports at the turn of the century, 1900. But yet it's still very European. So we're trying to bring, and also East Coast. A lot of the East Coast schools in Boston and New York know about rowing because it's the Ivy League sport. Well, my dream is to bring it to the masses, to bring rowing to this front and center like spinning has, and just to get people more involved in the sport, more knowledgeable about the sport so everyone can do it, all ages, low impact. Rowing's, it's 70% legs. A lot of people think it's all arms, and that's, when you're rowing in The Notebook or that movie, it's all arms, but in rowing it's 70% legs, and then about 15 core, and then the rest is the arms. About 10% is the arms. So it's kind of like tennis, anything you start up. It's a very simple motion, but there's a lot involved. Kind of like golf, you're using your hips. Baseball, hips, that's where the power comes from, down low. So the rest is just follow through. So this motion is just the follow through. So it's really the whole body you're using. And it's, like I said, people are rowing into their 90s. And there was a guy that just finished a 2,000 meter race and he was 100 years old. So my dad's 68, 69 and still rowing every day. So it's just one of those things where it's just an amazing sport to do. And so the 2 locations are 1347 Loma Avenue in Long Beach. Cross street is Anaheim. And then the second location is the Boathouse, which is on Boathouse Lane, 5750 Boathouse Lane in Long Beach. Marine Stadium, which is very historical. You got the 4 Olympics that were held there. It had something to do with a Summer Olympics, 1932, 1968, 1976, 1984. And we have views of the water in Long Beach at the Boathouse. I like to say at the Boathouse it's pretty, it's nice, and here it's functional. It's because you have the mirrors here, and so it's a good. And also I kind of brought the boats in here to make it seem like a boathouse, like more authentic. And then also with the ceilings and everything, high ceilings, it looks more like a boathouse. So the spinning, we have a great instructor, Georgia Grayson, who came to us from multiple other gyms in Long Beach, but just chose to be with us exclusively, so she's great. Micah Brandt is doing our boot camp classes, and she's extensive experience in personal training, all the certifications, ACE, AFTA, ACE, and a couple other ones, I forget.
No worries.
You say it. And then I was on the national team for 5 years, and we have a guy from Brazil named Stefan, his dad was an Olympian, and he taught many classes. He was on the national team in Brazil. Katrin was on the national team, was an Olympian in Denmark. Ian is an Olympic coach, elite coach. So what I like to tell people is that we're not a typical gym. We're more than that. It's like group personal training, and if you can imagine what you pay a trainer an hour, you're paying that almost for a month of unlimited classes. So you're getting tremendous value, whether you look at it, however you look at it. So, and the proper coaching and instruction with every sport. So I've had many, I also, there was an article that came out in Rowing News where they had the 10 coaches of Hall of Fame, or the 10 USA Hall of Fame coaches in the history of rowing. I was coached by 5 of them. So it's like, in your lifespan, it's pretty unique to have that. 2 were national team coaches. One was a junior national team coach, and then I've had others that I was training with the national team that have coached me. So I bring all that to the forefront and to the people here and to our members. And like I said, our members have a tremendous camaraderie. We really get to know each other. We help each other out when new people are coming. We really make it inviting, and you just can't go wrong with what we're doing here. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, I guess.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That was really good.